OTAs are over. Minicamp is up next, and we are slowly climbing the ladder toward training camp. No, I said we're climbing the ladder toward training camp. You see what I did there? You see it? Yeah, you see it. Can you tell that we're sponsored by a cheese company? Rico's! Hey, David Helman here. Ask the Boys, presented by Rico's, and I'm scared of heights, so just bear with me for like one second. Yeah, this feels a lot better. Hi, hey, yeah, David Helman here, you know the drill. You ask me questions and I answer them sometimes. I said, we're almost done with the off-season program. I don't know how that happened, but we got 3 more Cowboys practices and then we take a little break and it's time for the 2019 season. Who is ready? I'm ready. Oscar's ready. Question from Oscar. He says, who is this year's Antwaun Woods, i.e., a guy that comes out of nowhere to take a starting spot? I love this question, and it's pretty tough. Even some of the starting jobs that are up for grabs. Okay, left guard. Let's say Connor Williams doesn't win that job, but would you really be stunned if Xavier Su'a-Filo or even Connor McGovern did win it? I wouldn't. I do expect Connor Williams to be the starter, but I don't think that qualifies because nobody had ever heard of Antwaun Woods before training camp last year. So looking at it, I mean, what are we talking about? What jobs are up for grabs? I guess, okay, I'll throw you one. I would be stunned, but Donovan Wilson, rookie safety from Texas A&M, maybe he grabs a starting safety spot. That would be a stunner. And then no disrespect to any of the incumbents, Antwaun Woods, Malik Collins, or otherwise, but I'm not convinced that defensive tackle job is settled. Tristan Hill just got here. Maybe you've heard of him. You got Christian Covington. He's not taking part in OTAs because of an injury, but he'll be there at training camp. You got Tyrone Crawford. Maybe he could move back inside if they feel good about their in-depth. I guess none of that would be as shocking as Antwaun Woods coming out of nowhere last year, but this is a deep team. So if I had to say, I'm thinking safety and defensive tackle. Oh no, the 2 biggest problem spots from the draft. Who could have seen that coming? Paul says, if you were a Parks and Rec character, who would you be? Paul, no doubt, saw my Twitter argument from Thursday. Parks and Rec is one of the best sitcoms of all time, certainly one of the best finales ever, talking about how bad the Game of Thrones finale was. Parks and Rec nailed it. Parks and Rec is better than The Office. Parks and Rec is better than most sitcoms that have come out in the last 20 years. I would probably be Tom Haverford because I'm small and I say goofy stuff all the time, and I'm the life of the party.
Guess what? Cash money, I'm gonna make it rain. I'm just gonna pick that up real quick.
Swaim Train. Jeff Swaim, always with us. Always love you, buddy. I know you're in Jacksonville, but you're forever a Cowboy as far as I'm concerned. He says, will the Raptors win the NBA Finals? Depending on when you're watching this, it's currently 2-1 Toronto. They gave the Warriors that work in Game 3 in the Bay. Here's the thing. Even if Toronto takes a 3-1 lead in Game 4 on Friday night, I don't feel confident about that at all. If Kevin Durant comes back, if Klay Thompson comes back, I absolutely think the Warriors are good enough to win 3 games in a row. So I'll believe Toronto's going to win the series when they're holding the trophy. No disrespect to them, but, you know, the Warriors, they're pretty good. It's my expert basketball analysis. Kenny says, I love this question, Kenny. I love the phrasing of it. It's fantastic. He says, what is the most Florida man situation you've covered, i.e., what is the craziest story that I have covered in my time as a journalist? He said it doesn't have to be Cowboys related, but here's the thing. I've covered the Cowboys for like 7 years, so I've seen my share of crazy stuff. And I think if anything takes the cake, it's gotta be the time Lucky Whitehead's dog was pseudo-kidnapped and then returned and then taken again and then returned all in the span of like 48 hours. It was like the 2nd day of training camp. So yeah, that was just stupid. I mean, a whole bunch of like bigger stories have happened that were crazy, but just, you know, the 5th wide receiver who was barely on the team and a dog kidnapping. I think it was a rapper that stole the dog. That was just one of the most surreal things I've ever been a part of, but I just have a feeling that the Dallas Cowboys will always find a way to top it, so that's subject to change. Thank you for watching Ask the Boys. I'm David Helman. We'll see you next week, probably.
If you missed any part of this show or want to see more Dallas Cowboys content, check us out on the Cowboys Now app on any of your connected TV devices.